Well, I've had a lovely hiatus, but unfortunately I can put it off no longer, as Will's Triton behind me might reveal to you. Today is the day I'm having to restart Operation Thinning the Trees in order to generate firewood. I've had maybe about 5, even possibly 6 weeks off, or maybe 4, I don't know. Anyway, it's felt lovely. I don't mind doing this job, but it is actually very time consuming and dirty and tedious and actually quite physical work lugging trees around. But I do like being up in the backwoods. It's very pretty up here. So there's swings and roundabouts, but yes, all in all, it's not a pleasant job, but it's an important, necessary job. So hopefully I can fill the bay up toot sweet. I'm hoping to get it filled up in about 3 weeks, but my ultimate hope, if that doesn't pan out, is that I would at least like to get it filled before Christmas. So that should be doable, and in the interim, because we'll start to taper off how much we're using the range, it'll mean that we're using the wood slower, so that I will be hopefully not having to do this again for maybe slightly longer. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this and I'll catch up with you later. Hello. Not that brave. Another example of the back to normal stuff that's happening here now that we're home from Point to Pinnacle. As you'll have seen, I never got round to dealing with this before we went away. It's taken 2 of us because I wasn't strong enough to undo the nut. Neither was I strong enough to flip the tractor, or the lawn tractor, ride on mower on my own, so Will's helped with that. This is the culprit, and you can see how this blade is deformed on this side, and this was gouging great big chunks out of the lawn, which is not desirable. So now we've got one brand new and one relatively new blade. I'll order up a new set because we just seem to chew through these with all the stumps and stuff and rocks on our property. But that's done. We'll flip it back and then I'll leave it to rest for a bit to sort of settle. And hopefully that'll be that. Fingers crossed for the whole rest of the summer. It would be nice not to have to do this again. Thanks, Will.
No worries. We've been driving to the shops. But it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I came across a dead wombat on the road, and she had a live baby. I'm not sure if the baby's a boy or girl. Quite a big baby, and quite a lively baby. I phoned Wildlife Victoria, who are trying to find a carer I can drop the baby off at. But poor little thing is obviously pretty bewildered at the moment, so I'm keeping him as warm as I can under my jacket. He smells very, very bad, and so do I now, I imagine. So I think these clothes will need to be washed, but I probably shouldn't disturb him any further. But hopefully he'll be all right. Anyway, that's a baby wombat I've rescued this morning. Very bright sunny morning out here, and we're actually dropping little wombat off at the vet because we weren't able to find an animal carer, so we're at the vet now. I'll just introduce you to the wombat. Really doesn't smell too good, but that's probably the least of his or her worries. Anyway, let's go to the vet and hopefully he'll be safe and well.
Now that the ride-on mower has been fixed, I'm going to try and make a bit of a morning of mowing of it. I've got a finite amount of time before winds and storms whip up and roll through. So I'm led to believe, so I'm going to try and get done as much as I can before that happens, starting with the house lawns and then working my way out with the newly fixed ride-on. We'll see how that goes. So I'm starting here at the side of the house. I'll catch up with you later. I have one final thing to do, which is trimming around the orchard trees, but although you won't be able to see the difference, I'm pleased to say the mower with the new blades on it, well, the replacement blade, did an excellent job. I'm always a bit worried that one of the blades might come off once it's been newly attached, depending on how well it's been tightened up, but Will clearly did a good job. And now I'm just going to go and finish off the one remaining task, and the mowing marathon is over for yet another week. Before I head in for the day, I thought I'd try and show you how well the Rambling Rector's doing. The Rambling Rector is an old-fashioned type of rambling rose, which is currently covered in flowers, these beautiful white flowers, which is why I thought you might be able to see a bit better just how rambling it's got. It's a shame about the sun in a way, but it's all the way up to here and it's rambling around there. That's the reason why I put it this first one around these trees, because they had quite low bushfire regrowth. I thought it would be something good for the rose to latch onto. I'm going to do some research to see about if it's possible and how easy it is to take cuttings, and then I've got a few more potential places around the property that I'd like to put up other Rambling Rectors. I like the idea of sort of having little unexpected points of interest dotted about, so not everything's in your face, because I've got 20 acres here, so I've got plenty of space to play with. And if you put your nose there, you'll see that the Rambling Rector's got a lovely, lovely scent to its flowers. It is a bit of a thuggish plant, though I have to say I'm surprised that it's not more thuggish, and Australia is actually pretty good for growing roses actually, so we've got pretty good conditions for them. So if you were thinking about getting one, I really can't see it being much of a problem unless you've got a tiny garden. Obviously hopefully it's going to grow and grow and grow. I'd love it if it climbed up and up and up these trees, but anyway, I'm very pleased with that. It's very pretty. The lights illuminate, the flowers illuminate this part of the garden like little beacons of light, which you can see from the house. It's beautiful. Good morning. As you can probably tell, I'm in my car and I'm actually in the local town because we're getting to that time of year where I'm starting to do a bit of Christmas errands. So I've come to Bunnings, where I am going to spend some Christmas money, which I've already received by way of a Bunnings voucher, because I want to get some plants, and now is a good time to plant them rather than waiting till actually Christmas. So a bit of an early Christmas present. And also I am generating a Christmas present for someone, so that's going to involve going around a few shops. Obviously I can't show you because that would give the game away, but just to say I'm in town. I might bring you around to look at some of what I'm up to. I might not. And also just to forewarn you that I'm probably going to do the Christmas special a bit differently this year, because as you may know, Will and I are actually going to the city for Christmas. So we've got a play, a Christmas Carol we've booked to go and see. We're going to go to 9 lessons and carols service in the cathedral we like to go to. We're going to go to the zoo on Christmas Day. We're going to go to the Boxing Day test on Boxing Day. So we've got lots of stuff coming up over the Christmas period. So what I might actually do is just film the kind of run up to Christmas stuff, like decorating the house, which I plan to do tomorrow, which is December the 1st, and incorporate those into my normal vlogs. And the Christmas special this year will probably come out after Christmas, but not that far after Christmas. I'll try and put it up pretty promptly after all the Christmas stuff, just so that because we're doing such different stuff, I'd rather make that the Christmas special and put it up a bit later than have a Christmas special which is not really comprised of a lot. Anyway, all that to say, I'm nipping into Bunnings now to go and get some plants, and I'll catch up with you at some point. First port of call, trying to get a pot for the Boston fern in the bathroom. These are my choices. I think I prefer that one. And these are the ones in the living room, they're like this. Classic, but I think that suits the bathroom aesthetics better. I think these are the plants I'm going with. So I've got a camellia. I don't want massive plants, so that should be quite good. Also I want evergreen plants. This one here will get a bit bigger, but apparently it's very fragrant and flowers several times a year, which sounds nice. And then a good old gardenia, which by these standards that I've seen here goes to pretty much the right height. Most of them are much shorter than that. So, thank you very much, Christmas present giver. This is what I'm going to be purchasing with the Christmas voucher that you got me. So I think I'm done here at Bunnings. I'm going to carry on with the rest of my Christmasying